Mandhira, thank you very much for speaking to Republic TV. I want to straight away dive in to what really transpired earlier today. The dispute now taken into the Delhi High Court with Karisma Kapur's children. Your brother's children have now contended that there is no will. The will that has been spoken about, the disputed will, has now become the focus of this entire dispute. Is there a will to begin with, Mandhira?
Like I told you, like I said last time as well, we've been asking for any information we can get. My mother has actually written to a few people in the company and associated with the trust and Sunjay and everything else, asking for anything, if there's a will, for the autopsy, for everything, and has been told her email is compromised, so they've not responded to us. So when we found out about this will, it was a big shock to us as well, because we had no idea that there was a will.
Mandhira, the issue basically stems from this, that whether the sole owner of the entire 30,000 crore property was your mother, Rani Kapur, as per a will that was shared earlier. What really happened? Was there any gift deed given to Sunjay Kapur, perhaps naming the original owner of these properties to be Sunjay Kapur? Was there any sort of an exchange between your mother and your brother Sunjay Kapur?
So again, still till now, nothing has come to light. My mother has never gifted anything to one child or to any of us, actually. Everything was left to her. Like I mentioned, we had a family meeting while Dad was alive, where it was very clear that everything was going to go to Mum, and after Mum, it would be divided equally between the three children. Mum is not aware of anything, any gifting being done. If it's been done the way other things have been done, we have no idea. We are, like I said, we've still not found out anything yet. We've still been asking for papers. Now this will has come to light, which is another shocker. And I think it's evil that my mother has to keep going through this all the time. I wish they'd just be clear and give us everything at one go instead of putting her through this again and again and again. It's not fair.
Mandhira, you have Karisma Kapur now entering into the battle, and I'm quoting from the petition that has been filed. They say the Priya had denied the existence of any will, insisted that all the assets were held under the RK family trust. She later produced a document dated 21st of March 2025 as it was described as the will. You all have now doubted its authenticity, alleging forgery as well as manipulation. Are you saying that there is no such will, there is no such discussion that has ever happened within the family, and there is no existence of this particular document dated 21st of March 2025?
I think the biggest question on this will is, knowing my brother's relationship with his children and the love he had for his two kids, it's a shocker for anybody who knows them, for my brother to have given everything to one person and not included his children. There's nothing normal about this. There's nothing in his character that would do this. So yes, it is something we are going to question. We are worried actually, because he's got 3 kids. There's a will which we don't even know what's in the will. Like, where is all this from? Is it part of what Dad had? We don't understand what it is. Again, we're in the dark. The point is that how, as a father who loves his kids and dotes on his children, cut them off? When they were in they were together over summer. It's not like they weren't. So what, suddenly he decided, oh, I'm going to give everything to one person, hell with my kids if something happens to me? Tell me one father who's going to say, yeah, I agree with that.
You're saying that there was a plan that Sunjay Kapur had for his children. In fact, you have Karisma Kapur's children essentially saying that there was a proper planning that was essentially done in terms of financial security to be provided. Per month, about 10 lakh rupees to be given to each of the child. As far as ownership of a house, which earlier belonged to your father, would have actually gone to Karisma Kapur. Can you actually say anything with regards to the promises essentially made to Karisma Kapur and her children?
Can I ask you a question? You're telling me someone who is now apparently the estate owner of everything that my father owned has trickled crumbs to the people he loved the most. Does that make sense that his own blood, his own blood, he's trickled crumbs to, and we're supposed to be like, oh, good going. And everything else goes to someone who has just entered the family. It does not make sense. You can tell me 10 lakhs a month, you can say they were set up, all of this. Show us what's in the will then. Again, we're back to give us information. We just don't have any.
Mandhira, time has passed since we last spoke, and I believe that you may have had the opportunity to find out what's really happening. Because if you go by the board members of Sona Comstar, they've rejected the claims that have been made by your mother. It brings us to the question as to what really happened. Soon after your brother married Priya Sachdev Kapur, what really happened? Have you all been able to put together those few months after which I'm given to understand certain changes have happened in terms of a trust being brought in, the power of the trust being given to Priya Sachdev? Have you all been able to identify what really happened soon after your brother's third marriage?
We're in the process of doing that, and everything, like I said, it'll all come out. And today's court hearing has made me believe justice will be served. I don't think it is. I don't think in any court of law anything like this, where an 80-year-old mother who owned everything has all gone away, anyone will see it in a light of being okay or normal. So we still are finding out stuff. We still are putting pieces together. We have to do it on our own because we have no one we can ask. Everyone has turned against us, which is, again, very odd. So we're still in the dark about a lot.
Mandhira, if you don't mind me asking you this, because it is important in today's context, your relationship and your mother's relationship with Karisma Kapur, and whether at all you all would be standing by what Karisma Kapur and her children are now making, the claim that they're essentially making. I want to first understand the relationship that you all share with Karisma Kapur.
So Karisma Kapur, also known as Lolo to us, we've grown up together. We were best friends. She's family to us. She's literally grown up in our house. Her kids are obviously very dear to us. We are all in touch. And I think, we're going to stand by each other and do what is right. We are a family.
What was the last conversation that you've had with Karisma Kapur and her family members? Because all this while, and Mandhira, bear with me when I'm asking you this question, that all this while, there wasn't much that was being spoken about Karisma Kapur and her children. Speculative, but nothing really concrete. Now it has come out in the open.
We were hoping that at least they were secure. I think this has just come as a shocker to us because, we've lost Dad, we've lost Bhaiya, and Bhaiya's kids, Kian and Samaira, are, they were his life, not a big part, they were his life. So we presumed they were secure, and finding out that they're not has been very troublesome, and Mum's going through a very hard time because, that's her son and those are her grandkids and those are the heirs, again, to this family. So, the last time I spoke to Lolo was when we found out that this was going to court. We've all been busy, trying to work through what's next. I'm sure we'll connect at some point today or tomorrow after everything has happened this morning. But it's a stressful time for all of us.
Do you believe that all the property has now been forcefully taken over by Priya Sachdev Kapur? Is that the direct allegation that your family members are now making against Priya?
All of you know what is going on. What do you all believe? I think you all will believe exactly what you see, and that's what we're believing. It's in black and white now. So what else can we believe? No one else has got anything that my parents have created, that this family, the five of us, created. Not one of us has anything. Our children have nothing. So you tell me what you want us to believe.
I'm asking you because, Mandhira, you are cognizant of what's really happening in terms of officially, in terms of the documentations that have actually taken place or the exchanges that have taken place. I'm asking you because many still can't believe that RK Family Trust, the existence of this trust, would have happened without the knowledge of your mother. Hence, I'm coming back to this because you need to convince the people who are watching that there is a trust or there isn't. If at all there is a trust, then whether at all power was given to Sunjay Kapur.
No, so here's the thing. We also want to understand what happened because my mother is very clear of what she knows has happened. We're very clear because we've had conversations through the year. So we also need to understand, we also need to get answers. We still, again, I'm saying we still don't have the information. We don't have the paper trail. It's not been given to us. Nothing that my mother physically signed is with us. So I don't know what she's been made to sign and what she's actually signed, knowing that she's signing what she's signing. So again, we're also in the dark. But we don't know.
Mandhira, are you saying that you've been completely blocked here, that there is no communication whatsoever? There have been no documentations that have been given. Are you saying that you have no idea that there was something called an RK family trust?
Forget me being blocked. My mother is being told that I said last time as well that her email has been compromised. That's the excuse not to respond to us. So we have been blocked. My mom's been blocked. My own mother, who owns all of this, technically it's hers, has been blocked from even getting information about what is hers.
You are saying that your emails, as well as your family members' emails have been compromised?
My mother's being told her email is being compromised. Not mine. I'm not in the picture. It's about my mom. My mother is being told her email has been compromised, so they're refusing to give her any documentation.
Are you all?
I mean, if that's the case, give it to the lawyers. Give it somehow. Why are you not?
The questions that you're essentially asking Priya Sachdev Kapur is that whether at all there is a will in the first place. As per what the plaintiff here is suggesting, Karisma Kapur's family members, that they are saying that they were shown a document, and that document was of 12th, if I'm not wrong, in the month of March 2025, and there is an executor of the will too. Who is this executor? Were you all aware of this executor? Were you all told anything about it?
I mean, I know who she is. I know she's on the board of the company. I know, I know bits and pieces here and there, but I'm not understanding the relationship of her being the executor of the will. I'm not understanding why the will has not been shown to my mother or my mother's not been informed about it. I'm not understanding how everyone has been cut off. And by everyone, again, I mean the class 1 heirs have been cut off this will. I'm not understanding anything that has happened. I'm not understanding anything about this entire thing. It's just frustrating. I don't know from the 12th of June, firstly, how it happened, till now, what is going on?
Mandhira, there is another allegation that has been leveled, and I want you to perhaps clarify. Rani Kapur, in fact, has not held any shares of Sona Comstar, of the company, since 2019. No documents were basically signed or collected from her after the Sanjay's death. Now, that's what Sona Comstar has to say. And all board decisions, including Priya's appointments, were basically followed through due process and shareholder approval. Also, the fact of the matter is that they are saying that there have been certain transactions that have taken place between Rani Kapur and the trust that was, perhaps I can't exactly recall the exact year, but this has happened in the past. So that shows there is an indication that perhaps your mother was aware that this family trust does exist.
Again, these are all things that are being said, again, show it to us, firstly. Secondly, my mother wouldn't know about shares or how to do anything with shares. My father has always done that for her. I presume my brother had done that after her. So, and after that, apparently, his wife is doing it now. So again, we have no idea. We don't know how mom has lost everything. Again, you're asking me about Sona shares. I'm saying my mother has lost everything that was willed to her by my father. We don't know how. We don't know what documents she's been made to sign, what she has signed willingly. She won't know how to transfer a share. And she's very clear with us that, at one point when she wrote to us saying that, everything is going to be divided. So how has this happened? My mom's very good with my sister and me. It's not like we are in problems that she's given everything to one child. It just, nothing makes sense.
What next? Now that Karisma Kapur has also taken up the matter is being heard in the court. Both sides were heard earlier today. How does your mother really intend to take this forward? And are you coming out in full support of Karisma Kapur and her children?
Of course we are. And I think what next? I think all the information has been told to them that it has to be shared with, my mother and the kids. And I'm hoping we'll have more information, really, which we've been asking for. And we'll know a little more of what's going on and then take it from there. We want to see the will. We want to see this will, which was suddenly made in March, and my brother's gone in June, and all this stuff has happened. So, yeah, we need to know.
Mandhira, if I tell you that since you have already been blocked by Priya Sachdev Kapur and there is no communication, I believe, that's happening right now, if there are questions that you need to ask and questions that you will throw upon Priya Sachdev Kapur, what would they be?
I have two questions. One is, show us everything. Why are you not showing us everything? And the second question would be, why has all this happened? Why can't we be a family? Take my father's legacy further and behave like a family. We are not people who behave like this. Why are we behaving in this manner that, we're sitting here doing all this? Why? It's a simple question. We don't come from this background of being sitting here and doing interviews and all of this. I'm doing this to get a voice out. I'm doing this to make sure we are heard, mom's heard. So why are we going through this? Why didn't we sit down, go through everything, make sure my mother was looked after as dad intended, as my brother looked after him? I don't understand why.
One final question, Mandhira, before I let you go. In terms of some of it that has come out in public domain, particularly with regards to the allegations that have been leveled, Priya Sachdev Kapur has time and again indicated, or it has come through, via media, via other reports, that they do have the documentation and they are in the possession of the fact that it is the beneficial owner happens to be Priya Sachdev Kapur. If at all such a document exists, and it nullifies the claims that you have essentially made, where does that all leave you and your family members?
Let's get there, because I will not believe for a second that my brother would give nothing to his children. So let's get there first. I don't care who says what to me. I know my brother. I know his love for his kids. His kids also know there's nothing normal or real about this. It's bizarre.
Well, thank you very much, Mandhira, for joining us on this broadcast.